Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute. So grab your friends and call your parents, 'cause one thing is for certain: turn that frown upside down. You don't need that where we're going, 'cause we'll be playing games all day and talk until the morning.
Let me tell you a short story about our lovely host today.
He once was very lonely and played puppets every day.
They gathered around a silent crowd. They knew not what to say.
But since you're here, it's very clear those days have gone away.
Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute.
Hey, hey! Stage is set, the lights are out. He'll be here in a moment.
Hey, hey!
Turn that frown upside down. You don't need that where we're going.
Hey, hey!
Welcome to the greatest puppet show in all the planet.
Octavio's Puppet Show. Hey, hey!
Octavio's puppet show.
Hey, hey!
Octavio's puppet show.
Octavio.
Octavio's puppet show.
Hey! Happy New Year! Happy New, hoo, 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 hoo. Happy New, hoo, 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 hoo. Hey! What's going on? Welcome, welcome, everybody. It is I, the opulent, ang titanic operatic puppeteer from Bounty Hunter Unit ARMIS of HOLOSTARS English. My name starts with an O and ends with an O. My name is Octavio. Hello! Happy New Year! How's it going? Wait. Whoop. I'm too small. I was too small there. There we go. Hey! How'd you like that ethically sourced, sustainable cover? Ethically sourced. Did you see? Have you seen the credits? Holy crap. Look at the credits. They're very short. Sustainable, ethically sourced, cage-free, free range cover. Hey, Happy New Year. Hello, YouTube and Twitch. How's it going? How is you? It's been a while, huh? It's been a while because I got sick. I was supposed to be streaming a little bit earlier, but I got sick, so now I'm back. Hey, we're back. But yeah, so that was a cover of Monitoring by me and Gerard. That was so long ago. We recorded that so long ago. I was just waiting for a good time to have it out. When was that? Wait, let me actually check. When did we record that? We recorded that around holy crap, that was... Wait, there's so many messages. Around July. That was recorded around July. Holy moly. Yeah, this is old. Recorded around July, and I've just been working on the mix for it. So yeah, so for the credits for it, basically me and Gerard did the vocals. The instrumental is the original instrumental from Deco Nina. Then the mix, the time tune mix and master was by me. And I commissioned Basa 8383 for the MV. Basa is the one who made the MV for remember Take Me to the Beach? Take me to the beach. Yeah. Take Me to the Beach. Was it done recording July or were you starting? It was done recording July. Gerard submitted his vocals in July. And that's when I recorded as well. and I was just working on the mix like here and there for the next few months. Like just 30 minutes at a time, you know, just bit by bit. I partially did that mix on my laptop, actually. I think 40% of that mix was done on my laptop with my AirPods. So like when I was just chilling in my room, I was like, let's go and time tune and mix this stuff a little. Yeah, but of course, the rest of it was mixed with my monitors, my speakers, my monitoring words. But yeah, super excited to have that out. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching that as well. I hope you like the little mix flourishes that I did. If you listen closely to the mitai, it's like it goes like it pans like left to right and something like that. Even the ooh ah, it goes from narrow to wide, and then the way I did the lyric split, and then I went like the original key for the second verse. There's a bunch of cool things in there, and please keep listening. It's really cool. And I guess one of the biggest things that you notice, we used our 3D for it. Yeah, we used our 3D for it. And the reason why I went for 3D instead of, you know, a typical like commissioned artwork and stuff, one, because it's expensive. It's expensive. And second, because I was actually inspired by Calix Debonaire's shorts monitoring cover. Have you guys seen that? So with Calix Debonaire's shorts monitoring shorts cover, he basically just used his Live 2D to do the whole thing, right? He used his Live 2D he zoomed in his eye on his Live 2D and did all of that just in his Live 2D model. Yeah. And I was like, you know what would be a cool idea, right? Is maybe I should wait for our 3Ds. We should wait for our 3Ds, and then let's do monitoring, but use our 3D models instead. Yeah. So that's pretty cool, actually. And you know, even the part where we put our eyes close to the camera, that's like, I was like, this probably needs to be 2 shots, right? One is for the like, whoa, like a going in animation, and then another shot is for the really close up shot, you know, so we can get really close in there. And then Basa basically just composited everything, and just I am not envious of Basa's job. Holy crap, that music video is so good. It's so frenetic. It's so, there's so much. And that's what I know from monitoring music videos, is that there's so much, it's gonna be so expensive, right? If I just commissioned everything. So might as well make it more sustainable, right? Sustainable. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Music video so smooth. Yes. They also did you notice the background? It's a deserty background, right? It's more of a deserty kind of western background thing. So it fits the Badlands. Let's go. When we commissioned Basa, I was mainly expecting just like, you know, the monitoring Japan apartments kind of deal, right? The typical monitoring background. And that's what he gave me, actually. That's what he gave me for the first like draft of it, and it looked really cool. And then I was like, I told Mane-san, I wonder if it can be more deserty. Is that a hard thing? I wonder if that's a super hard thing to do. And then like days later, Basa came back with a deserty background for everything. I was like, what? Hell yeah, that's so cool. Thank you. Thank you to the MV artist, Basa. Thank you. I felt like I heard you guys for a bounty, now you're hounding me for payment. Yep. Exactly. And what's funny is that I I didn't really know of any monitoring duet covers when we made this. And funny enough, like in the time that I was mixing this and before it came out, Anya from Holo ID released a duet cover of monitoring. I was like, whoa. The brainwaves were the same there. Yeah, they recently released a monitoring duet cover as well. And then I watch, Anya and Mume, and then I watch it. Okay, I mean, the lyric split is different and stuff like that, so it's pretty original in a way. So I like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And then, of course, Gerard's vocals. I mean, when I was thinking of monitoring of who to cover this with, I was pretty much set on Gerard because it's gonna be because I really planned on doing the second verse like in the original like key. Right? But then I was like, who has a more deeper voice? Who has a more deeper voice to kind of contrast that, so that the deeper voice can do the first verse, so that the second verse hits more. And remember when I also talked about on Twitter about a cover from Kokolu Genjin or something like that, of a cover from monitoring that I really loved. And they also did the whole lower octave for the first verse and then the original key for the second verse, and it sounded really cool. Yeah. Deeper voice, a fun way to describe. Hey, Dahlia, what's up? Hey, hello. But that was so fun. Love it. I didn't really know how the 3D would look like in the music video. But so here's one thing that you'll probably notice is that I think Basa did something to the 3D. Basa did a filter to the 3D where it just looks like, it doesn't look exactly like our screenshots from the thing. He did something to it. I don't know what, but it integrated with all the elements so nicely. Yeah. It's not just like a... Is there like... Yeah, did he just add like an outline to it? I'm not sure. But it looks very cohesive, so I was super happy about that. And knowing Basa's work from Fukai Ryo's music videos, that guy is a magician. That guy's a magician. He's super good. Yeah, it kind of looks cel-shaded. As well. It's really good. And now the biggest struggle, right? I knew Gerard would kill with the poses easily because he has his $1 million Rococo studio whatever thing, right? He has his Rococo. Is a full mocap suit that isn't like being that isn't being cleaned the past year or something. He has that. Now, what do I have? I have my Mokopis, right? They're not stinky Mokopis because they're not a mocap suit. They're just little ball-like things on my body. I had a Mokopi. Now, holy moly. Just doing those poses took so long. Doing those poses took so long. And Mokopi doesn't have finger tracking, right? So I had to rely on the iPhone tracking for the hands. Just to get some finger action going on. Yeah? Like even just having a finger by my mouth, doing that was a struggle. I have so many screenshots. Just having my hands behind me is a struggle. The whole thing was a struggle. And, of course, doing the whole monitoring thing where you go, woo! Then you zoom in. Oh, boy! Oh, boy. Many, many takes. God. Cover, please just give me a Rococo, please. Mokopi, it's not even a suit. It's just a Mokopi and Straps and a Dream. Cover, please. Give me a Rococo. Or Gerard's Mom. Give me a Rococo. Yeah, I may do with the poses. Your model actually looks good in the MV. No one would think it's Mokopi at first glance. Yeah, I did. I maximized it as best as I could because the Mokopi is good in like VR chat where I most use it. It's really nice there, but it's not super good with our like app. It gets very glitchy in our app. So, oh boy. So, I should link it in my... Someone said, are we talking about Special Z? No, we're not. We're talking about... We could talk about Special Z as well, though. We're talking about my new cover that I just released like a few minutes ago. 23 minutes ago. Of monitoring with Gerard. Listen to monitoring with Gerard. Here. I'm gonna pin it. And then I should pin it also on Twitch. But yeah, we're also streaming on Twitch today. Yippee! I can finally do it. There we go. Pin it. Been a while since I've been on Twitch. Yeah, double stream. Been a while since I've been on stream in general. I'm actually kind of nervous. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I don't think this stream is going to be super long, honestly. We'll see. Yeah, but hello, how have you been? How have you puppets been? How have you Octoposse been? Have you been good? Did you not die over the holidays? It's 2026, yes. Do you feel invigorated? You feel invigorated? It's been a while. You think you're alive? Okay, good. You're still on vacation? Ooh. Well, it's technically Christmas until like March, so it's fine. Oh yeah, we did that New Year's karaoke. We did so many things over the holidays, and I was just chilling. What's funny? You know what's funny is that right before... Remember when I previously scheduled this? Right? When I previously scheduled this, this was... When did I schedule this before? I think it was pre-holidays, like pre-New Year. Yeah. And that's when I got sick. But leading up to that day for the 3 days before that, I was out of it. I was like... I was generally just negative. I was like, after Simbang Chabi, I was like, what am I doing with my life, bro? You know? I was like, what's going on? Is this burnout? I'm like, burnout? No way. I'm not gonna get burnout with the easiest job in the world, playing video games. You know? But it turns out I was sick. Turns out I was just sick. Right? When the sickness came, I was like, oh, so that's why. Yeah. So after Simbang Chabi, like the day after, I felt a headache. You know, probably VR headaches. So, just a little bit of headache. And then the day after, it was even more. And I was like, I don't wanna stream anymore. Like, it's time to quit. That's what I was feeling. I was like, oh, my headache was so bad. I was like, my muscles kind of hurt for some reason. I was like, you know, it's time to quit. It's over. I'm done. Then I was then I was waiting. I was making the waiting room, and it was the slowest waiting room making I've ever done because I was like, I don't want to click on this create go live thing anymore. God, I need to make a thumbnail again. I need to scroll Twitter again. Oh, the Twitter filled with grok bullcrap. Like, what? I don't want to do this anymore. And then I slept, and I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm going to throw away my PS5. I'm going to throw away my PC. Everything's going to cost $5 million now, right? And then I got sick on the day. And then I was like, oh. So that's what happened, right? And then my sickness didn't really last too long. It just probably lasted like 2 to 3 days, right? I got a fever. I got like sinusitis, and just generally just didn't feel well, right? And then after on the 3rd day, I rose again. On the 3rd day, I rose again from the ashes. But that's a different holiday. That's Easter. That's not Christmas, you know? On the 3rd day, I found my North Star. On the 3rd day, I was born. I was like, and on that 3rd day, you know what I did? 4 a.m., I went straight to my PC. I went straight to Google Spreadsheets and did a whole project tracker of all my projects going on. You know, I did the mix for Hatsukoi. I did the mix for something else that you don't know. I did the mix for something else that you don't know. You know, I replied to every message sent by Jellymane that I haven't replied to, because like, I don't want to reply to Jellymane anymore. He's so annoying. He's so naggy. He keeps messaging me about work. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to move anymore. You know? and then but that morning on the 3rd day, you know, when I rose again, I was like, no, Jellymane, come back. Jellymane, come back. I was just sick. It was the virus. The virus was talking straight to my brain. It's the cordyceps, the fungus. You know, it bit me the other day. It came from the milk. It came from the milk. You know? What's funny is that it's not like I was like, I'm just gonna quit everything and just end it all. No, I was like, I'm gonna quit everything and start a business. That's what I thought. I'm gonna quit everything and start making, I don't know, egg tarts for a business. Yeah, that's what happened. You know? So, we got I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna start in a new industry, the cooking business. Yeah, the Graham float business, egg tart specifically. Yeah, because I had a really good egg tart over the holiday. Pretty cool. The cordyceps, oddly motivating. Yeah, it motivated me in a different direction. Yeah. Small business ownership, the worst choice you can make while sick. Oh no. Yeah, the virus was talking, not me. Exactly. But good thing I rose again on the 3rd day. And then I rose so much that I was like, you know what? Let's schedule monitoring on January 6th. Yeah. Without we talk about meal planning, I'd be terrified of eating at your... What? My hot pot restaurant would be to die for. I'm pretty sure. God. Yeah, I was like, oh no, am I depressed? I was like, am I depressed? Is this it? Is it time for me to get a psych consult? Is it time? And no, I was just sick. I just had a fever. I just had a burgeoning fever. Burgeoning! You know? But that's it. Hey, monitoring was released finally. Because this monitoring video was done many moons ago. I just didn't have the energy. I just didn't have the motivation to do anything with it. All I really had was Special Z and snow halation. Drama queen over here. Yes, that was me over the holidays because I was sick. It really was the shrooms. The shrooms controlled my thoughts. But welcome back, everybody. Welcome. And I'd like to take this time actually to talk about a bunch of things. Yeah, I don't really know how to stream anymore, honestly. So I might need to get back into it again. Get back into the streamy stuff. However, frickin' Vanguard is like, no. Vanguard is like, huh, you remember in the first week of the year? No streams. No streams for any of you. No, only us. No, they didn't do that. Of course they didn't. But it is their week. New year, new me? Well, F you. It's only Vanguard this week. Technically, I could still stream this week if I could only stream like in the afternoon and in the evening, but I can't. So, that's a me problem. Can you be a double agent and join VG2? Probably. Yes, I can wear the skin of Machina X Flayon. I wouldn't be successful, but God, I'm so hyped for Flayon's new outfit. Oh my god, the new outfit. I saw it long ago. I saw it super long ago. I was like, oh yes. Remember long ago when I said I wish I was Flayon? Remember when I was not here in HOLOSTARS and I saw Flayon debut and I was like, that should have been me. That should have been me. I should have been driving that mecha. You know? Everything about him. That should have been me. And so I stopped watching HOLOSTARS. I was so salty. But then they gave me a beautiful face. And I'm like, no. This is for me. This is for me. And then people were like, oh no, oh my god, is Octavio British? Oh, I can't wait. Finally, a British member in HOLOSTARS. Look at Octavio. You know, not even considering Octavio is a very common Spanish name. You know, oh my god, this person called Octavio is British. Well, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? What does por qué even mean? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Because what? ¿Por qué? It means why. Okay. Why does this Google Translate say because? ¿Por qué? Because. What does por qué mean? Why? What? The internet is worse now. It's just worse. It's just worse. It's just worse. You know what? I don't even use Twitter anymore. I mean, I use Twitter to post, but I don't really use it. I don't really doom scroll on Twitter anymore. It can mean why and because. Okay, that's good. Okay, internet. No, internet is still bad. The internet is still getting worse. Yes. I don't know what happened over the holidays, but my algorithm, my FYP has changed so much. I don't know anything that's going on. The only VTuber thing on my timeline is actually Neuro. It's actually Neuro and their achievements over the holidays, right? Everything else is just an amalgamation of things that I have no I have no interest in. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the only VTuber thing. Not even my stuff is on my timeline. Yeah, it's just freaking, you know, it's just bad stuff. I don't even want to say it's just bad stuff. A bunch of bad stuff. There's not even games. Where are the games? At least games. Now, right before this big change in the FYP, I was on mixing FYP. You know, my FYP was filled with about mix advice, right? So much mix advice. I was like, oh yes. Give me all of that knowledge. And that's why I kind of felt like posting a mix thing this morning about this new plugin that I'm using in Ableton, which is a pitch correction plugin, because I miss those posts. I miss those mix advice posts and plugins posts. So I had to post something about that this morning because I'm like, oh, what is going on? So, oh well. It's awful. Like, actually awful. It's not just all the AI stuff going on. For some reason, Twitter is like, yeah, you know what? People dying. It's like, I don't know. No. Stop. You know? It's awful. It's awful. Guys. Okay, I know what to do. I'm gonna retweet a bunch of your art today. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retweet a bunch of your art so I can keep seeing myself. I can see myself and see what all of you are posting everywhere. Yeah. Oh, also probably like a bunch of Tifa posts. Tifa, Final Fantasy 7, Kingdom Hearts. Yes, it's time. It's time to do that again. I hope it sticks though. I hope it sticks. If it doesn't, then Grok is stupid. Then Grok is stupid. Tifa, me, not even nuns. Well, I don't want Grok to be like, well, okay, so you liked a bunch of nuns, okay? So here are 10 posts about Mother Teresa. Probably not. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But thank you everybody for all the memberships as well. Sakura Bell for the sock puppet. Neku Kiryu, thank you. Abigail, thank you so much for the sock puppet as well. Miki for the sock puppet. We miss you. Targain for the 5 gifted. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Apple Milk for the sock puppet. Peach Mango, new year, 1 year here. Yippee! Just monitoring banger. Yay! I'm glad you like the monitoring cover. Alex, thank you for a sock puppet. Neku Kiryu, wow, what a way for Puppet Start 2026. Yes! Thank you for the super chat. Perhaps 9 peak cover maestro. Thank you. Thank you for 3 months. Rin Yuki for the 12 months. Happy New Year. Thank you for the food. Eon Tikva. You missed streaming on my birthday, but all is forgiven for feeding us peak of one of my fave songs. Thank you for helping me in there. Help me hang in there, maestro. Thank you for the sock puppet. Do not start a small business. Angel Quinones, thanks so much for the sock puppet. Kago. Happy New Year, maestro. May 2026 be bigger for you and the boys. I hope it will. Let's pray for that. Let's hope for that. Thank you so much. Ixanor, thank you for the 24 months. Happy New Year. Truly been a while. So excited to spend 2026 with you and the Poppets. Thank you. Karen, Happy New Year. Thank you for the first food of the year. I also had the Stars-EN Special Z on repeat. Yeah. I saw that Special Z overtook Snow Halation in a shorter amount of time. Stop looking at our naked bodies. Stop. Kimeka Cosplay, thank you for Shadow Puppet. Happy New Year, Mr. Streams. Yippee! Thank you. And Cecilia, thank you so much for the sock puppet. Thank you. Thank you. Then over on Twitch, we got King Lugia, thank you for the resub. Thank you for 3 months. Alex for the resub for 20 months. Ixanor for 23 months. Tellus for 24 months. That's 2 years. Holy moly. Kaitvana for the 13 months. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. And lastly, wait, let me see here. Before we get into the topic of discussion. Tiffium Love. Thank you for the gifted. Also, UP, congrats on the cover. Was a thank you for the 6 months. I'm glad you like the cover. I'm Evie. Got exposed as one satisfied customer, but Happy New Year. Thank you for the peak. Yeah. That screenshot of the people. So, monitoring was released early in early access to those who had T4 memberships and above. That's part of their perks to basically see the video before anyone else. And everyone was commenting there, and they were pretty generic with their comments. They were pretty like no one was spoiling anything, right? And then Evie here posted, "Oh my God, Jatai covering this song." I was like, no. My whole plan for monitoring was to basically trick you into thinking it's the Jatai release, but it's something completely unexpected, right? That's when I rose on the third day. That idea came to me. It was given to me by God the Father. That's what I got from the light to trick you into thinking it's Jatai, and just keep on hammering all the Jatai, you know, because there was so much Jatai in Snow Halation and Special Z for some reason. There is a Jatai truther in Nihilus. I'm telling you. Rocket Skates, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. And so I was like, let's bait them into thinking it's Jatai. Okay. But yeah, so completely out of left field. I hope it was. I hope no one. I don't think anyone was expecting monitoring from Gerard and Octavio. Not at all. I think you would have expected something else, like, I don't know, what's a recent duet? Jane Doe or something, you know? Bro, when will that ever come out? Well, you must wait, young Padawan. You must wait. Wait. There is a lot happening. A lot. I really need to pee. Damn it. A bit later. Small Cheesy, thank you so much for the 17 months. Congrats on new cover. Yippee! First stream pee of the new. No, I don't. No. I will not pee. I will not. I already peed earlier, but I drank. Oh, recently I didn't really know how much water I was drinking. Like, accurately, I didn't know. So what I did was I took like a measuring cup that we had here that measures up to 250 ml, and then I poured that into a mug. And apparently my whole mug, the mug I have here, is 260 ml. 260. And so I have a bigger mug, and then I poured that 260 and another 260. Apparently my mug is 500 ml. Like my main mug that I use for coffee and everything, 500 ml. So every time I drink water, I drink 500 ml at a time. I make sure to chug all that. I didn't really know what the measurement of that was, but it's apparently 500 ml. How big is that? It's really big. I'm like a dwarf. You know, I'm like a dwarf from Rivendell. Ruse would know that reference. So I all the time. That's what I drink to make sure that that I get a lot of water. Okay, yeah, half a liter. Glug. You know. So that's why I keep peeing now. I really need to pee, but no, dwarves aren't from Rivendell. But yeah, sure. How you don't know more than me? I'm pretty sure I am correct. The dwarves are from Rivendell. Riverdale. The dwarves are from Riverdale. That's where they're from. Rivendell is a different place altogether. Riverdale. That's where it's at. The elves are from... Oh, look, he's such a nerd. Oh, so many nerds in chat. Oh, my God. Oh, they think they know much better than me about fantasy knowledge? No. No way. Excuse me, the elves are from Riverdale. What do your elf eyes see then? They're from the dwarves. They're from Riverdale. You know. So yeah, send this to Ruse. He'd agree with me. He'd agree. He's a fantasy master like me. You know. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much nerd for me. I can't. 2026 is the year of the jock. 2026 is the year of Jocktavio. I'm telling you. This is the Jocktavio year. Yeah, we're back. We're back, guys. Holidays are over. It's time to go back to the gym. Did you go back to the gym already? I'm going tomorrow. It's time to go back. I forgot my jacket there. I forgot my jacket at the gym. It's been there since December 20 or something. And I texted them and I was like, excuse me, can you please put the jacket away and wait for me to get it? And they were like, Oppo, sir, we already put it in the laundry. I was like, and they were joking. No, it's not gone. No, they didn't they put it aside. They put the jacket aside. Yeah. I'm getting that jacket back. You know what? When they said it was a joke, I thought it was free laundry as well. You know? Last year, pa. You're right. I just put it in the laundry. It's fine. We're good. But anyway, let's go talk about some things. Hey, Axel! Wait, what the heck is Axel doing streaming at like freaking morning and ending in morning? What's going on? Axel and Axolotls, welcome. Hi. If you haven't watched my monitoring cover with Gerard T. Rexford that I released 49 minutes ago, go check it out. The link is above. And if you haven't subscribed, go press the button. Just press the button now. Don't even think about it. Press the button. Press it now. Okay. But yeah, we're just doing a little Zatudan, a New Year's Zatudan, just a little catch up about what's going on. I hope you also watch the Special Z and Snow Halation videos. Please keep watching those, comment on those. I saw there's so many comments. Thank you so much, everybody. But once again, it's the whole thing that the best way to cover HOLOSTARS management and everybody that you want more is to just engage with the content, you know? Just a little engage, a little like, a little comment, a little retweet, or whatever the heck is going on in Grokland, you know? Do that. Then that'd be cool. Thank you so much if you did that. Thank you. If you didn't, then do it! Do it! Happy New Year. Very sexy cover as usual, huh? Not that I love your covers. Stop objectifying me and Gerard! Me and Gerard are not objects, Traxy. Stop objectifying and just looking at our bodies. Stop doing that. We are more than just our snatched waists. Okay? Anyway, here's another you being a freak that charms people and by being talented and entertaining. Wow. In South Elysium, that's called kabig. That's called kabig. You know. Kabig. Well, what is kabig in English? It's when you like, you're driving, right? You're driving and you pull the freaking brake. Yeah. You pull the brake on something. Kind of like that. You're like pulling, yeah. Kabig the brake. Pull the brake. Or something. Didn't know that word? What? No, it's instead of hitting, you're not hitting the brake. You're pulling the thing. You're pulling. What do you pull? You pull something in the car, right? There's a thing that you pull in the car. You grab it and you pull it. What was that? What is it? No, it's not called a manual brake. It's called something. Hand brake. There we go. That's what you pull. The hand brake. Yeah, you pull it. The hand brake. Cambio. Yeah. Phrasing, what do you mean? Just pulling it. Just pull it. You pull a thing in a car. Right? The steering wheel as well. You pull the steering wheel? What the heck? Freaking car is that? Cambio kasi anong... Kabig! Ay, cambio ba? Wait. Ano bang kabig? Kabig ng dibdib. Tulak ng bibig. Cambio. Hindi, cambio is different. Cambio in English. Cambio. What? No, that's gear shift. Magcambio. I need to change gears. No, kabig. Kabig in a car. Kabig in a car. A car pulling or drifting to one side? What? What the? Anyway. Oh no, yeah, kabig. Kabig. It's like, okay, so, kabig, you're going to the right lane. And then there's a car there. So you kabig to the left. You know? So you kabig to the left. So Traxy here, you know, was objectifying me and Gerard. So Traxy was driving to the right. And then suddenly called me talented and entertaining. And then so, kabig to the left. Woo! Yeah. Exactly. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's why I mentioned, okay, steering. Okay. Yes. What were we talking about again? Wait, we were talking about the objectification of Jotai. So yeah, Special Z, pretty cool. Snow Halation, pretty cool. You know what? They actually, leading up to that, we actually were given like a video of like us side by side doing the choreography, right? I don't know if they'll release it though. I don't know. Probably not, because it's like unfinished. It's like it's just on like a gray background or something. It's like unfinished footage. I think they just so that we just have a reference, you know, so that we can save it as a reference, you know. They should release it though, but I don't know if that's within, like, I don't know, within the contract / budget or agreement, you know, because these things are expensive. They're expensive, you know. I'm seeing God, I'm seeing so many VTubers now have like full body motion tracking, and they're doing like dance covers and stuff. I mean, of course, the Hololive Niji with their big ass 3D studios can do it like easily, right? If you have access to the studio in in Japan, right? But also, I saw this tweet about ReboCap VR, not VR, ReboCap trackers. there was this VTuber who went to pee. Yes, I quote retweeted that. Went to pee, and it was able to track all of it. Don't say the pee girl. Not the pee girl. Yeah, that's so cool. That's crazy that it can just do that. Yeah, the peed on stream girl. Like we don't all pee on stream, right? I'm pretty sure you guys pee while watching my stream. You know, I'm sure you guys pee. I'm sure the axolotls peed while they were watching Axel earlier, right? So don't stop objectifying us. We're not the only ones that pee on stream. You guys pee on stream too. Okay? So yeah. Now I kind of wanted to get those ReboCap trackers. That's crazy because so for Mocapi, right? For Mocapi, it's like 6 trackers only. 6 trackers, pretty expensive, but it's a very nice little package, and you know I do like it. It's just 6 trackers. The quality is not gonna be super good, but apparently the ReboCap trackers are like 15 trackers. I've never pissed in my life, bro. I listened to that whole stream without peeing. Okay, congratulations. Congratulations. Yajime sweats. Yeah, 15 trackers, and then I checked how much it is because I was like, 15 trackers is probably gonna cost like $1,000 or something. It's like $200, $200, and so I went. I was like, buy now, purchase, but it was sold out. It was sold out already. God. And the reason it's sold out, look at that freaking tweet. It's like 3 million views or something. Yeah, and then I did see ReboCap themselves have been retweeting and posting videos about that as well. I mean, posting QRTs about it as well. So they're obviously they should capitalize on that, yeah. Because honestly, from my side of the fence, I have never heard of RoboCop. I mean, I've heard of RoboCop, not ReboCap. RoboCop. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for the super. Happy New Year, Master, and welcome back. Today's my birthday, so the cover was a real treat, and I'm looking forward to what you cook for the year ahead. Someone said, you didn't do this earlier. Well, someone said, no moaning, please. And so when I read that, that's what I remembered. You know, sometimes you simply need to not mention it. Because if it's mentioned, no matter what context it is, I suddenly remember, you know? Constipation birthday dubstep. Whoa! Myra Bradford, 300E. Sora's mom. I'm gonna pay you $100 to never do that again. Thank you for the Akasupa for telling me to never do that again. Okay? Thank you. But there isn't a gun to my head. You know? I literally rose on the 3rd day. There's nothing stopping me from doing anything. All right? I have risen. I have risen. I said I have risen. I actually had my hands up. Yeah. I was holding up my pop filter. I have risen. Already had my hand on the volume down button on my speakers in preparation, don't worry. Well, volume down this! No, maybe not. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. Don't you have your 3D short now for birthday greetings? Oh, you're right. Oh, no, I still need to do the pony/birthday moan fusion. I still need to do that. Yeah. That's coming. Now that I have risen, I have the energy to do all that. Yes. The pony. Because pony, I can't really post it anywhere because of the DMCA music. So instead, I'm going to do a pony moan groan version. So it's like so imagine the pony clip, but it's me listening to pony on my earphones and you watching from the sidelines. And everybody's silent because you just lights, camera, action. And so everybody has to be quiet because we're recording. And so it's just me, my steps, my groans, and the reverberation in the Church of O. Yeah. The reverberation. Yeah. Cool. Sounds fun. But yeah. Welcome everybody to my New Year's Zatsudan. We're just gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna talk about the things we have done, we achieved in 2025, and then we're gonna be talking about my plans for 2026 and my goals for 2026 as well. Okay, sound good? Also, you can talk about your own plans as well in chat if you want. While I'm talking about my plans, you know. My plan for 2026, keep looping the last 30 seconds of Special Z over and over again. Oh my god, look at Haka's shoulders. Bruh, I swear to god, you know, Shinri's shot there was insane. Shinri's shot was like, is this okay on YouTube? Is this really okay? Can we make sure that this is fine on YouTube? Like everyone else, sure, whatever, right? But Shinri's shot was it felt too serious. It felt too serious. Insane. with the eyes as well. He's looking at the camera. He's like, why are you touching yourself like that, brother? Stop it. Stop touching yourself like that. 2025 achievements. 2025 achievements. Okay, so 2025 achievements. Yes. 2025 achievements. There we go. What are our 2025 achievements? Collabed with everyone. You can't even see. Collab with everyone, right? We did like a collab collab with everyone for song covers. So many. So many. They weren't on my channel, though. They were on their channel. Which is, you know, one of the things I really wanted to do. Is sing some English songs, even some Japanese songs. You know, the one with Nana as well in her 3D. So many. So many. The stuff with Maddie as well. Apata, that's like 100,000 views and stuff already. Even with ERB, Elizabeth, both like in 2D with Stay With Me and in 3D with the Kawaii Kute Gomen. And all of that. Right? So much music, so much covers. Not on my channel though. Mostly on their channels, which is fine. 3D debut. We did our 3D debut. Of course. Pretty cool. 3D showcase. Yeah. 2026 collab with Gerard. What was that speck on your shoulder? Dirt or a mole? What do you mean? Oh. That's one thing I wanted to ask Nihilus actually, is because in my outfit, my idol outfit, I noticed this in HS Everglow. Like if you look to the right of my sleeve, you know the undershirt on the right sleeve, it looks like I ate a donut and didn't wipe it off of my clothes. Is it a mole? What? No, look at my shirt, like the undershirt on the right in HS Everglow. There's like a white like texture there. And I was like, well, did I eat a donut? Did I eat like one of those sugary donuts? And didn't wipe it? It's just there. But actually no one noticed. Only I noticed. In specials, okay, so we're not, okay, so we're not talking about that. We're talking about something else. Is that a mole on your shoulder? In Special Z, you had a mole? It's the wayward dot that is lost in the layers. I wouldn't know. I've never looked at my body. I'm conservative. I've never looked at my naked body. I'm conservative. I've never seen it before. Oh, I've never seen it before. I'm conservative. My parents are strict. I can't look at my own body naked. I'm all... You know, when I go to the pool, I always wear, like, my clothes. When I dip myself in the pool. When I go to the beach, I'm always in my clothes as well. You know? Special Z is the first time I've ever felt naked in my life. How do you shower? I shower clothed as well. You know? I shower clothed as well. I get the soap. I reach my hand underneath my shirt and then use the soap like that. Woo! Yeah, woo! Just underneath everything. And then when I wear my new clothes, I put the new clothes on top of my wet clothes and then remove the old clothes from underneath and have it exit through a hole. Guys, I'm an idol. I'm never naked. Only if it's for music videos. The only time I'm naked is if it's needed in music videos. Okay? Because that's the time we can use nakedness for content. Otherwise, no. I'm an idol that's never nude. Someone said earlier, never nude. Yes. Wow, understandable. Business only. For business use only. My naked body is for business use only. Okay, let's get that clear. So, was there a mole there? I wouldn't know. Whenever that scene comes up on Special Z, I close my eyes. I close my eyes. Yeah. Remember that scene also where in when we watch Final Destination, someone became naked as well? I closed my eyes then as well. My eyes are barred from seeing a naked body at all, completely. As long as I'm an idol, okay? Yeah. So, was there a mole there? Who knows? I don't know. But you saw Shinri's? Well! I will neither confirm nor deny these allegations. I can't. I'll lose my job. I'll lose my job. Okay? I'll lose my job. I can't. I can only say I've never seen a naked body in my life. No. That's the official press conference release. Never. Okay? That's it. That's it. I'm media trained. Okay? I'm media trained. I know what to say to get out of a sticky situation. Right? But what do you mean but? Who knows? I don't know. Should I look right now? I can't. My clothes are so hard to take off. I don't even know where to begin. Wait. Where do I begin? Guys, where do I begin? I can't. How? I just ripped them off. I just ripped them off and Yago just buys me some new clothes every time. Okay, so we rip off this. There we go. Okay. Where? How? What? I don't. Yeah, I just rip it off like that one wolf meme. Oh. Wow. Cool. Start with the shoes? Maybe it's just painted on. Oh? Ooh. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not painted on. But yeah, this is very difficult to get out of. I think it's because the method of which I wore it for the first time was magic. Right? Even then, you know, when the magical void changed my clothes, it censored my whole body in white light. So you couldn't really see anything, right? I think that's what happens. Maybe if you ever catch me like real naked, not for a music video, I think you're just gonna get met with like a really bright light. And you have to cover your eyes and go, oh, nani? Yeah. Just, but if it's for business and for music videos and for content, that's when that light like turns off so you can see the skin. Okay. Can you move the text a little bit? I want to see your face. Okay. All right. There we go. So 3D debuts. Cool. What else did we achieve? We achieved nothing else. HS Everglow. Yeah, HS Everglow. Cool. Yeah, 2.0 outfit. Yes. Oh yeah, a solo concert in Cosmania. You're right. 100K. Yes. A bunch of HoloLive Meet Ambassador. There, HoloLive Meet Ambassador. Right? I did a 3D-ish karaoke with JP Senpai. Right? I did my Taylor Swift concert. Original song meeting Taylor Swift. Not quite. Original song, String Theology. That's String Theology. Right? Tavi Nui was born. Bunch of deep Poinu trends. Wait, I was thinking of something that then it disappeared. Thinking of something. First HOLOSTARS Spotify English release. Let's add like a outline. There we go. Okay. Billy debut. Oh my god, it's lagging. When I type, it's lagging when I type. No. Let's remove the outline then. It's okay, so the text source is laggy. Holy crap. Billy debut. Twitch debut. Right? Twitch debut. What else? POPPET wasn't this year. That was the first year. What was that holo thingy? What do you mean? Yeah, multi-streaming, sure. Simbang Chabi, we did it again. The Nui holiday. Oh, that was Twitch holiday. Yeah. Does Cold Blue not count since? Yeah, it doesn't count just yet. POPPET debut. Right? K-pop Demon Slayer release. And I think this is a good like list. I think, right? Great list. Bunch of things. Bunch of big things. And that's aside from our karaokes, our some covers here and there. Right? Cover with Crazy Ollie. That was a really big year. Pretty cool actually. But thank you everybody for being there for all of that. So that was a really, really packed year. And now I'm looking at all of these. I'm like, oh boy. I never would have expected the second year to, in many ways, be even busier than the first year. Because the first year is the moment, right? Because that's our debut year. That's when everything is hype. Second year is when you're tested for your longevity. That's when you either keep going or you die. Right? I almost called it quits at the end of this year. I started a small business because I was sick. And now this third year is when it's gonna get tested even more. Whether you ride or you die. But I don't know if this year is gonna be more busy though. I don't know. Actually. But thank you for all of these milestones. All of this I would never have achieved if first I wasn't here in HOLOSTARS, and second, if all of you just weren't there to keep cheering me on and keep being there, keep being present, keep doing the likes, the comments, the retweets, and sharing your passion with everybody else as much as you can. So thank you. And this doesn't just go for me. It's for every one of us. All of us boys. Freaking Haka and Shinri and Flayon as well. Axel are all able to go to Japan and continue living their dreams in Japan. Crazy. Incredible. I have some of my own plans too. Does it involve moving to Japan? Probably not, but it involves going places, right? So yeah, thank you so much for a really jam-packed 2025. Wow, crazy. Now, so the other day, I spent like a whole day looking at my analytics on YouTube, because it was a bit hard for me to analyze my first year's analytics because the debut year is kind of different, because that's when, the hype is completely there for many months, and they're not really indicative of a long-term kind of thing, right? But the second year was much more insightful in terms of the analytics. So cool. Now, usually it's Jellymane that analyzes all of this for me. But I tried to do it myself, okay? And I've encountered a few things that were pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. And I've identified some things that I would like to do better for 2026. Yes, here we go. It's time for 2026 plans, right? I am now in front of you in an office with a PowerPoint, and these are the issues that we have encountered in the past year, and this is how we're gonna solve it. Okay? Now, it's pretty funny because I saw the FSP boys and some Niji boys come out with their New Year's resolutions, and they had really nice graphics and stuff, right? For their New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. So I'm here to give it to you raw, okay? I'm here to give it to you raw, a text source file on top of my OBS scene. That's it. No PowerPoint. I'm telling you, crazy, right? Before I started the stream, I was like, I'm gonna make a PowerPoint, and then I was like, no. I think it's better for us to just talk about it and just think together at the same time, have our wavelengths connect, instead of me just, okay, this is the next slide, this is that, and this, right? Wow. Whoa. Okay. So what are my primary goals for 2026? 150k subs. 150k subs. 150k subs. Now, there was an issue with subs for this year, right? Now, subs is basically a measure of if I'm reaching new people, right? If I'm reaching new people. And while that's definitely not the main goal, but, this is still like a company and stuff like that, and stats kind of matter in that regard. So there was an issue with generating subs at around the tail end of this year where I wasn't generating a lot. Not really a tail end, even in the middle. I wasn't really generating a lot. The thing that has generated the most subs for me this year, has reached the most people for me this year, is still my Aishite cover, right? It's still my Aishite cover. Like, that video is still popping off in terms of views and subs. It's gonna overtake Hollow Hunger, right? It's gonna overtake Hollow Hunger for sure. Yeah, out of everything I released this year, it's Aishite that I released last year that's still generating the most by a lot, right? So I determined that for my channel specifically, we're able to reach new people with music. That's just how it is. For the second year, like if I looked at my stats, and the videos that generated the most subs were Aishite, Hollow Hunger, Stay With Me with Elizabeth, Rose Blood Flame. And then funny enough, it's the PH and British VTubers Enter the Bar and the PH VTubers in Outlast Trials. Right? That. And then so we do that. So in order for me to reach this goal, right? More covers. And that's the reason why we had monitoring, right? That's why we had monitoring this year. I mean, at the beginning of this year. And that's why more covers on my channel. There we go. More covers on my channel that I produce. Now, you know my stance on covers. They're super expensive. They're really expensive. How do you determine which video generated subs? It's there. It's in the YouTube analytics. In the analytics, you can see at least the stat shows where the person was watching your video and then they subbed. That's the analytic. Now there are a bunch of people that don't even watch a video. They just see your channel and then sub, right? I'm not even considering that. It's mostly, oh, I watched Aishite. Oh my god, I need to sub, right? Cool. So, more covers. But, like I said, my stance on covers, that's why I didn't really do much in terms of covers last year. Not a lot of covers in 2025 on my channel. Is because they're very expensive. And I was also undergoing a very like difficult time, a very sensitive time. Because this is also the year where you know, I had to move back home because my mom is sick, right? So it's a new home, new place. I needed to mostly generate savings for it, right? And now it's still the same this year. Nothing has changed, right? But there are different ways for me to do this. So for 2026, I do want to make more covers. But the covers that I released, the full covers, must be bombastic. They must be bombastic. They must be Aishite kind of level bombastic, right? Or collabs, right? Or both. Bombastic collabs. Now, Gerard is the first one that has come out. A second bombastic collab is gonna hit you in the near future. Another bombastic. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how bombastic it is to me. This is like, once this next one releases, I can die anytime. Wow. Bombastic. It's like, whoa. Like, whoa. Whoa. I mean, even if I die, I'll rise again on the third day, right? Then I also have another bombastic cover / collab in the works, which is a little bit farther. And then another one, actually. Okay, so these are all gonna be bombastic / collabs. Right? But in between, now because these are very involved and expensive endeavors, I can't just basically have them every month. So what happens in between? What kind of music am I gonna release in between, right? So, of course, we have Hatsukoi. Hatsukoi was a product of was a product of my music making streams, right? It's another endeavor to make these covers more sustainable, right? So we're still gonna be doing this with these music making streams to make sustainable covers. But there's one thing that I haven't done yet, and that's shorts covers. This is the new thing. This is new. Because there's also one thing that I noticed when it comes to subs on my channel is that whenever I release, like, you know, the Aishite short or the Hollow Hunger short, or like the even the recent one, the New World shorts, just little teasers of music that I have, those have been generating a lot. Those have been reaching a lot of new people. Yeah, like in terms of people reached for subs, the Aishite short that are released also generated the most subs for us, for this channel. So pretty cool. And I think this also has the effect of me. So what's gonna happen here is the instrumental is gonna be sourced from, you know, our typical karaoke instrumental sources. I looked up Izuru's channel, and Izuru apparently uploads a lot of these shorts covers, and then some of these instrumentals he sources from our typical, like our typical karaoke sources. So that's cool, right? So instrumental is already done. Mix, I can do the mix easily, right? This also affords, not really affords. This also like encourages me to get better at mixing, right? And then so mixing is on my side, and then MV is pretty easy as well. Just me singing with a background, right? And that's it. And just a little camera moves here and there, right? So shorts covers. Now, what else? What else? One of the things I also didn't do much in 2025 is archive karaoke. I didn't do much of this in 2025 because, you know, honestly, archive karaoke is difficult because I need to learn more songs all the time and stuff like that, right? But I can make these archive karaokes more frequent, but the set lists don't have to be like super long. They don't have to be like 30 songs long. They could be 10 songs long. This also encourages me to learn more JP songs as well. Because the cool thing about archive karaoke is that they're there. They're archived. So someone can just literally go there, watch it in the same way they watch Aishite or something, and then sub, right? Because all of my unarchived karaokes are just gone. No one, you can find them elsewhere on another channel, but they're just gone, right? So archive karaoke, more frequent archive karaoke. And then those are the priorities. Those are my priorities for now when it comes to music, right? Covers, shorts covers, and archive karaoke. There's also gonna be a bump in unarchived karaoke. Just a little bump. Now, unarchived karaoke, it's harder to tell. It's really harder to tell, like, how many people we reach with this. But I feel like I really didn't do a lot of unarchived karaoke last year. Themed. At least themed ones. Themed. There we go. So unarchived karaoke. Themed ones. So they don't have to be like 30 songs long. They could be like 10. You know, like Les Miserables. You know? Les Miserables was like, what, 8 songs, 10 songs? But it was a freaking banger. It was nice and special. It's pretty cool. So we can come up with more themed karaokes that have shorter set lists and maybe a bit better production sometimes. Sometimes we're still gonna have the whatever karaokes, right? But I would like to do, yeah, for example, Valentine's. You know? Valentine's. And then lastly, more special events. Yeah. One thing's for sure now is encourages me to hit important dates and milestones. Right? So special events. What's an example of a special event? Like, remember Elysium Tensei. Remember Orb. You know, those kinds of events. I do want to do more of those. And this, like, new thing that I want to do encourages me to hit important dates, as I said here. For example, I feel like in 2025, I had this kind of notion to, I guess, skip some days, right? For example, Valentine's. I mean, I think I did something on Valentine's. I think. White Day, I didn't do anything on White Day, right? Then, you know, for South Elysium, that's the language month. You know, Halloween! I should be hitting Halloween. Thanksgiving. Even if I don't celebrate it, it's like a tentpole event still, right? Christmas. Yeah, put the Golden Week in Japan. You know, there's so many tentpole days that I'm skipping, which I really shouldn't. Okay? So Puppet, the Puppet debut, right? These are all milestones. And when we get any kind of milestone, for example, Monitoring was released now because it's kind of like, yeah, I'm coming back. Woo! We're going back to streaming. Yay, it's New Year. Yippee! Monitoring. You know? Hey, Camellia, what's going on? Welcome. Happy 2016. Thank you. Happy 2016. Then, also, I think it's also about packaging a certain event to be a milestone as well. Sometimes, I don't know, let's play Final Fantasy 16. And then at the end of Final Fantasy 16, we're gonna do like a freaking, oh my god, a Final Fantasy 16 karaoke to celebrate me finishing Final Fantasy 16. You know? It's just thinking of events and milestones to celebrate, to make more special events, right? Kind of like that. And the most important thing here for me is plan around these events. Karaoke, covers, etc. Right? So one of the issues I encountered last year was I was planning around my games. You know? Whenever I made a schedule, I would prioritize Death Stranding. Put Death Stranding on the schedule. Then, oh, are there any days left in the week? Okay, let's put a friggin' karaoke there. You know? Oh, I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, there's no more days left in the week. Oh well, so we're not gonna do a special event then. Okay? Right? So for this year, I want to change gears a bit. Yeah, true Jamer, exactly. Yeah, video games are still important. Actually, video games are still cool, but in order for me to hit this goal, which is the 150k subs, that means to prioritize these things over others. Because when it comes to now, the good thing about games, right, is I'm able to talk to you. I'm able to interact with you. You know, you're able to watch and have fun and stuff like that. So cool. And that's why I call it fan service, right? That's why I call it fan service, because that's really that's like their main purpose for me. It's just fan service. This is me servicing you with some cool games, some just chatting and stuff like that. Now these things, covers, karaokes, special events, these service me. So this is streamer service. This is Octavio service, right? Because by hitting some subs goals, maybe we can unlock opportunities for us, right? Cool. Now mostly subs, right? Mostly subs, CCV, whatever. Who cares, right? But for now, this is my main goal for 2025, 150k. Now, here is why I want this to be like my main goal, because like just based on the analytics, based on the trend, 150k impossible. Impossible for 2025, 2026. Impossible. We will get close to it, but we won't reach it. If I do the same thing as I did in 2025, in 2026, I will not reach it, just based on the trends, based on my monthly growth. We won't reach it at all if I stay the same. And so by doing these things, I hope we can get to 150k. If we don't get to 150k, that's totally fine. But I at least want to like increase that growth for 2026, okay? Now, that's for Octavio service, that's for streamer service. But in the end, what this gives you is more stuff, right? You get more covers, you get more shorts covers, you get more special events, you get more karaokes. It's not like I'm not doing anything and trying to increase, you know, the subs, right? You're still getting all of this anyway, right? Cool. Okay. Plan around those events. Does that mean less gaming streams? It depends. It depends. Because these things take a lot of time. Like covers take a lot of time to make. Special events take a lot of time. Karaoke take a lot of time. And if my freaking long play of Death Stranding 2 is sometimes getting in the way of me finishing a song, then I'm recalibrating my brain to be like, okay, maybe sacrifice a day for Death Stranding 2. And let's just do the music stuff for today, right? Cool. So nice. But do not feel pressured too much. Yeah. I mean, these things, of course, if they become too much, then, you know, I can just die, then rise again on the third day, right? I keep doing that joke. I keep doing that. But Smooth, thanks so much for the red super. Thank you. That'll definitely help with all the funds I need for these covers, these big covers. Okay, so what else? Memberships. We got a bunch of new things actually at the tail end of 2025. Now there's semi-daily go. Like there's like semi-daily Menchie streams now, where they're just mostly work with me streams, right? It hasn't happened this year yet, but they will start again, where in the mornings, usually I wake up around 4 a.m. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And then I just do like work. And then I just turn on the stream for members, right? So that's T2 and above. So that's a new thing for memberships now. Semi-daily-ish. So they're kind of like semi-daily-ish just chatting streams now, right? It's like I tell, if Ruse had a streamer who was watching paint dry, I'd be there for him because I like Ruse. The same goes for, hey, thank you. Thank you. That's good to know. That's good to know. But yeah, so we got these semi-daily Menchie streams now. Cool. I would also like to do more variety in Menchie. So last year we had the super secret HOLOSTARS-EN project, which took most of my Menchie time. But now I kind of want to do more. Do other things. The reason why is because the music making Menchie stuff is now being done during these kind of work with me Menchie streams in the mornings. So now that actually leaves room for me to do other things for the actual Menchie. Now, what are the things I'm considering for Menchie? You know, anatomy. I don't want to do too many watch-alongs, but sometimes there's something I really want to watch, right? Watch-along. Not too many. I don't want to do all watch-alongs. No. So anatomy, Menchie, watch-along, hand cam. Why don't you see the whole text? Hand cam. Hand cams. Right? Hand cams. Too many words. Where is it? Let's make the font smaller. It's so small! Hand cams. What else? What else, actually? I don't know. One thing I do want to try is, now that I have my own space, right? And now I have my own studio, right? I don't really know. I don't really know. I want to do... Yeah, that's... part of that is a fan script reading. Yeah, of course, guitar. The script reading. Right? The script reading of fan scripts. And the script VP making. You know? Because a bunch of puppets have written like cool stories in hashtag ARMIS Adventures. And I kind of want to take at least the ones that feature me only and turn them into full like VPs. Like full of voice packs to put in between my own like original voice packs, right? Something like that. And another thing that I do want to experiment with as well, but I'm still thinking of how best to do it, is is ASMR VP scenario. Now, this is mostly like, for example, a doctor's checkup, morgue, surgery, right? Puppet making, you know? Morgue. Basically in line with the limb so limber. Grave digging. Grave dogging. Grave digging. like just short scenarios. Are they really ASMR? I don't have an ASMR mic, but they're more of those like more quiet things. Like that's why I was thinking of morgue. Surgery. You know? You can hear like ting 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 ting. Stuff like that. That's one thing I've been trying to think about. Not really ASMR. Because I can't really do ASMR because I don't have a mic. But yeah, more like ambient scenarios where it's just quiet and stuff like that. Instead of oh, Hiten Mitsurugi. Oh, ah. Yeah, bang bang. You know? And no music. It's just a scenario. Embalming. Embalming. You're leaning on the more creepy, disturbing kind. I guess what I'm mostly trying to do here is the more like immersive kind, maybe, where there's like a set scenario. The scenario is not just like, oh, you and me on a date. No, not oh, let's go to a cafe together. Something more out there, right? So that's what I was thinking with these things. So cool. Experimenting with that, and yeah. Now, will I be able to do all of this year? Maybe, maybe not. But I'll try, because who knows? Maybe freaking a 4D debut happens and takes me away for like 2 months again. You know? Maybe not. But maybe as well. Grave digging date, you know, that's fine too, right? But you know me, I'm not super comfortable with the literal like, oh, wow, you are so beautiful tonight. You know, I'm not comfortable with that stuff. which is most of what I see like for ASMR stuff. I mean, no judgment to all of those, right? I mean, if I could, I would. Maybe. You know, if I had an ASMR mic and I had the mindset to say these things, then maybe. But no. I'd rather be like, oh, your limbs so limber. I'd like to take it out of your body and experiment on it, you know? I'm more comfortable with that stuff. But yeah. But basically, it's just another version of kind of like the roleplay voice acting thing. It's just another side of it. It's just one thing I feel like would be cool to do creatively, right? Yeah. So yes, we got that. Then of course, aside from that, music making as per usual. Music making, especially if we're gonna make a new song. What else? And just general like just chatting stuff. You know, I don't know, tier lists? Tier lists? Or what? Tier lists. Ranking people. I don't know. You know, just general just chatting stuff. Cool. Ranking people on what? I don't know. Yeah, let's, you know, we can do like a ranking the games I played this year, last year, you know, stuff like that. Ranking people. Number 1, Octavio HOLOSTARS. Okay, so what I'm saying is more creative Menchie content. Yep. Then, lastly, original music, right? Plan, if everything goes well, would love them to be on Spotify and everywhere. You know? So that includes like Cold Blue, Jutai, Jutao, More Than Me, and a bunch of others. I'm still working on a bunch of other stuff, right? Yeah, Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. Yeah. Is there anything else? Is there anything else I plan here? What's the process for getting them on streaming services? Well, for Cold Blue, the process was basically first convincing music team that I can arrange a song. Yeah, because music team, of course, they work with like professional musicians, composers, arrangers, you know, the works. And it's not super common for a talent to just be like, here is my song that I did all by myself. Every instrument, every mix decision, every lyric was made by me. You know, because they're gonna release it with, I guess it's, you know, Cover Corporation or Hololive Records. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure, right? And so that was most of what I spent doing in 2025. And Code Blue, I've had a back and forth with Code Blue so far. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully, if everything goes well, you'll see these songs soon-ish. And because they're my songs, they're gonna have their own music videos. Well, the music videos that I plan for these aren't the typical like anime VTuber music videos, because, you know, I do want to reach more, like a wider net of people if I can. So they're gonna be more normie looking stuff in terms of music videos and stuff like that. But yeah, cool. Can't wait. So yeah, original music. So a bunch of music changes, a bunch of membership changes, and the new thing is original music coming out too. Of course, games are still a thing, but like I said, some game streams might be sacrificed in order to cook all this other stuff to reach my goals for 2026. Now for stuff like HOLOSTARS, oh wait, actually, my one big super goal for the year will I say more than that? No. Will I say more than that? No. But I do want to do it. I do want to do something big. Something tiring. Something super involved with all of us. Now this, I'm not saying this is going to be like a 3D concert like HS Everglow. This is going to be my own project. Right? This is going to be my own project with the boys that I will try to do by myself. Octavio. Yes, it's Octavio. What form this is gonna take, who knows? Will it even happen in 2026? Who knows? But it's a goal, right? It's a cool goal. So this is basically my framework, my plan for 2026, right? There's 365 days in the year. Surely, you know, we can do at least 50% of these. Right? So yay. So thank you to the... So all in all, thank you, Vanguard, for taking up 7, 8, and 9. Because now I can just work on all of these things guilt-free. You know, with your streams in the background, I can work on all of these things without thinking, oh, I sacrificed a game stream. You know, oh, I sacrificed a normal stream today to work on music. No, I didn't. Because Vanguard is having its 3-day anniversary. HQ, do you want to do yours? Make yours 5 days. Crap, but of course the ARMIS anniversary needs to be like... ARMIS anniversary is gonna be 12 days. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe not. Is there another song here that I can tell you that I'm working on? Oh yeah, also for the memberships, a change that I did at the tail end of this year, of the last year, is monthly membership digest, where I basically do a long post of everything that we've done in terms of membership and any changes to the membership going forward, any goals for the membership stuff going forward as well. And yeah, so this basically makes me keep track of all the perks that need to be given out. Also, as an aside, continue working on puppet commissions. On puppet commissions. I still have a lot. And also, the last room still hasn't been revealed. So we're still going to be continuing the puppet commissions. Now, are they still going to be open? I'm going to open the commissions just for the last room. But after that last room, I'm going to close him. I'm going to close him, and then we can finally finish it. I feel like the puppet commissions are going to be done by the first half of 2026. Like around June or July. That's when this is actually going to be finished. So I'm still opening them for the last room, so anybody who wants to be part of that can be part of that. Then we're closing them and then finishing them for the rest of the year. Okay? So yeah, public commissions. You know what? Let's just put it here. In terms of games. Let's just put it here so it's all transparent. Issue 2025, I planned around games. This year, I won't. But games will still happen. But the new change here is, this already started like around the end of last year, is 1 collab a week. 1 collab a week. Prioritize the boys, you know? 1 collab a week. And that's, I already tried to do this last year, at the end of last year, right? We got the RV there yet. We got the Night Rain. We got the, we got the Among Us with Ollie. Then what else? We got the Outlast Trials. We got so many collabs at the end. We got Arc Raiders with Ryoma and Dubstep and and a bunch of things. And for this year, I want to do at least 1 collab a week. And as much as possible with the boys, but sometimes, you know, with others as well. At least one a week. Don't starve together. There's also the don't scream together. You know? So cool! Then, as for games, still have long games. But Still have long games, but they're not gonna be the main thing. Because long games are good, right? They keep me sane. I love long games. I love my JRPGs and all that stuff. But they'll be spaced out. We're going to be playing more new things, play more new games, more bite-sized games. There we go. Play more new games, more bite-sized games. Still have a long game. For example, if they're... And the long games are going to be... So, what I plan for example, let's say Death Stranding 2, right? Death Stranding 2, first stream, gonna be on YouTube and Twitch. Then after that, they're all gonna be on Twitch. Yeah, so that's gonna be mostly relegated to my Twitch now for the long games. And then they're gonna be uploaded as VODs to my VOD channel. Yeah. Yippee! So that's how it's gonna go. Because having 15 parts of a long game on YouTube just isn't the way. It just isn't the way. And I need to make amends with that in order to reach my goals for 2026. We must reach the goal. It looks small, 150k subs, right? But that's, like I said, pretty impossible, but we'll do it. We'll try it. But yeah, of course, Bilibili always still every weekend on Bilibili, a bunch of different things. We're even planning like collabs on Bilibili as well. We got a bunch of Bilibili collabs with the Billy Boys planned. Cool. Tagalog streams, not really a priority for me. We're gonna have Tagalog karaoke, right? We're gonna have Tagalog karaoke. We're gonna have Tagalog collabs. You know, we play Valorant. We were supposed to play Valorant with the boys at the back, and that was gonna be Tagalog as well. But because of holidays, we weren't able to do that. But for example, I'm currently planning Pinoy Henyo hardcore mode with all South Elysian boys, right? That's one of the special events I'm planning in the future. Elysium Tensei hardcore mode with South Elysian boys. Then maybe somewhere down the line, Elysium Tensei, maybe in August, like language month, like opening it up to just basically any South Elysian, right? I really wanna capitalize on the boys at the back energy for the first like Elysium Tensei hardcore mode, right? The boys at the back thing that we had going on with Outlast Trials. I think that's pretty cool. Then after that, we can do just a big ass friggin' South Elysian collab of friggin' Elysium Tensei. Then what else? That's what I'm thinking about. There was another one. Poster making. Oh, this January we're gonna do a karaoke. Remember that Tagalog karaoke that I did, not forgot, but I wasn't able to do? That was still left over from last year? We're gonna do that this month. This January. Yeah. I think that's gonna be next week? Yeah, I think that's next week already. Yeah. And like I said, I should plan around these karaokes and events and stuff. So I already have my set list. I'm practicing the songs and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. So yes, these are the goals. Now these goals aren't super a lot. They're mostly, I mostly just broken down into different details here. That's why it looks like a lot. But basically, more covers. Covers will be bombastic or collabs. Those are full covers. Then we start doing shorts covers. We start doing more archive karaokes. More unarchived karaokes. more special events, and prioritize these things. Prioritize them. There we go. That's it. Okay? All right. What else? Is there anything here? Is anything here that I should mention that I forgot? I can't wait. I can't wait for 2026. When I rose, I keep saying, when I rose again, right? When I rose again and saw God the Father the other day, He enlightened me a lot. So, yeah. And all of this I'm going to be doing with my usual 8-hour work schedule. Yep. I'm going to really be strict with myself. 8 hours. So actually, these days, in the past few days, I've been waking up at 4 a.m., then finishing my work at 12 p.m. That's it. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Just that. Then afterwards, I'm free. Right? So all of this I'm going to do within that time frame only. I'm going to make sure I do that. Yep. Which is great. I feel like I have half a day just free, which I do. And then I sleep at 8 p.m. to wake up at 4 a.m. again. You know. Okay. But that's it. I think that's it for all the plans. There we go. I don't have it in a nice, fun graphic. But that should do it. Let's put it here. There we go. Yippee! Oh boy! And then also, gym. I have a 1-year membership that I should use. Gym. Should I eat better? Yes, I should. You know, these are other goals for 2026. Gym. Eat better. Yeah. Calorie counting based on vibes. Yeah. Sure. Take more breaks. Yeah. Right? Not all the time, but some more breaks than usual. Don't go to the hospital. You know, don't get hospitalized. Right? Be nicer to Gerard this year. Maybe. Hey, Mordred, go make a list of your goals too. Do it right now. Open up a spreadsheet. No more rabies shots in 2026. Yes. Now, maybe you being nicer to Gerard is weird. That might be our only truly impossible goal. Because it all depends on him. You know, it all depends on what he does, what kind of energy he puts out into the world. And I just respond to it. You know? I just react to it. That's just me being reactive. It's not like I'm going out of my way to, you know, to tease him a little. Right? It's just, I just respond in the moment. Properly. Yeah. So cool. Oh. I mean, these are higher tier memberships. They're not, I don't want to talk about them too much in the public stream. But yeah, I'm still working on the T4 voice pack, original compositions that go with them, and stuff like that. Okay. But yeah, cool. Oh, also, for at least the first half of this year, the T5 perk is friendship bracelets. Right? While I'm still finishing the puppet commissions, any new T5 members I'll be able to do friendship bracelets for via hand cam. I'll try doing it with hand cam. The problem with hand cam is that gloves. That's the problem with hand cam, gloves. And making these friendship bracelets, they're very small beads. It's gonna be very difficult. So we'll see. Okay? I might even just like do one every every Go Menshi Work With Me stream in the morning, you know? Here's another big one, actually. I mean, it's a big one, but you can't really read it too much. Just one last one. I wanted to make sure that you know I'm considering it. Octox Radio? The thing about Octox Radio is that I'm not gonna promise weekly. I'm not gonna promise monthly, right? I'm not gonna promise any kind of timing for it. It could just be based on vibes. This month there will be. The next month probably not. Something like that. But what I realized is that I could like fold the Simbang Tavi format into an Octox, kinda. You know, the thing about Octox before was that we tackled so many questions and so many topics every episode, when really we could just do short little Octox radios where we can just tackle one to two stories per episode, and that'll be pretty cool already, I think. Yeah. So it's just folding what we did with the Simang Chabi with a nice 1 hour little moments into an Octox radio. Instead of it being like a 3 hour, 4 hour thing, we could just do something like that, like a chill little structured just chatting ish thing. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for 2026. I hope you'll be there for all of it. If not, then that's totally fine. You know, life will take you places, but as long as I don't die, I'll be here probably. As long as the world doesn't end, I'll be here. You know, come back whenever you like. Okay? Okay. All right. But that's it for me. Who can we raid today? Let's go raid Shinri, because they're playing Hollow Knight. And don't be pressured to do your own like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, you know. But don't be pressured, but open yourself to challenge yourself to do new things, I guess, is one of the things that I feel like you should do. Like, open yourself to a challenge for 2026. And yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do for myself. I'm going to challenge myself to get to 150k subs, even if the trend says it's not possible. But we'll see. Okay? All right. But everybody, thank you so much for being here. We're going to be raiding Shinri. Thank you. And let's see each other again and again until infinity. Goodbye.
Just kidding. Let me control you.
Yippee!